What up, fam? Good morning. We are just about a minute and a half from getting into our ghosted this morning. This one's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what everybody has to say about this. I was kind of interested. I have some things I want to talk to you about as well, Barbie, whenever it comes to this. But we'll get into it after our ghosted. As you guys are joining us, hit us up with where you are watching. Hit the share button, by the way, if you can, too. Help us out. Get some more people on the feed. 50 seconds. Who's going to be our first comment this morning?
Good morning. Good morning.
It's been a crazy morning already. We were talking about job flipping.
Yeah.
I feel like we might actually continue that on into the 8 o'clock hour because there were so many calls. What's up, Marie? First comment
Marie.
on the Hot 98.1 Facebook page. Who do we got on Hot 104.5 this morning? Oh, Angel of Death TikTok challenge. Have you heard about this, Barbie?
No, I don't want to play with death.
Okay, you ready? 2 teens have already been killed by this. So it's a TikTok challenge where you jump in front of a moving truck on the road and try to get it to slam on its brakes and stop. How insane is that?
That's effing stupid.
Right?
If you do this, you're stupid.
All right, here we go. It is time to get into our ghosted. We've already talked to Jessica. I didn't feel like we got much out of her. She was just kind of like, I never get ghosted, and this is the first time, and it hurts so much. And they've been together for 7 months.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
That's the big part to me is 7-month relationship, and it ends with a ghosting. That's tough. So we wanted to know what happened. We called Anthony. We're on Facebook Live on the Hot Facebook page. You can join us on YouTube and Twitch. Dex and Barbie T, all one word, and you can check it out there. Good morning, Anthony. So thank you for joining us. Jessica's on the line as well. She just wants some answers. What went down? What happened?
First off, nobody got ghosted. You're acting like nothing led up to this. We've been talking about this issue for the last 3 months, and I've told you how I feel. I don't know if you all know this, but I shared with Jessica that I want a family. That was very clear early on in our relationship. I want to have kids. That is the future that I want, and I respect the fact that's not what she wants. If you don't want kids, then why are we doing this?
I don't want kids, but I want you. I mean, why isn't that good enough?
But you said you didn't want kids.
I mean, not right now. I mean, I'm 25. I mean, can't that just be something we could lead up to?
They've only been dating for 7 months. Like, that's too early.
I'm not saying that I want to have kids right now, but I want to be with somebody who knows that definitely they want to have kids in the future. Look, I'm a little bit older than you. I want to have kids. That's the path that I'm on right now. So I get where you are. I respect where you are. I'm asking for you to get and respect where I am right now, which is I want to be a dad. That doesn't sound like that's the path you're on. So my point is, why are we doing this?
Because she says not now doesn't mean never.
Yeah, but her not now has always been expressed as, no, I don't want that. I don't want to go down the road and in 5 years she's like, you know what, I haven't changed my mind. And again, that is her right to do that, but that's not the relationship I want for myself.
Jessica, do you want kids in 5 years?
It's not like I can't change my mind. I mean, I'm young.
Do you want kids in 5
years?
years?
She doesn't know him well enough to know that she wants kids with him specifically.
We have time, don't we? I mean, at least I thought we did.
That's where you're not really understanding, and that's where you're thinking I'm ghosting you. I was clear with you.
But I'm not shining
Like,
you on either. I mean, can't you just respect that?
He's been very respectful this whole time, I feel like.
I mean, I just feel like he's rushing it. Like, she's 25. She may want kids, but maybe she doesn't know if she wants it with him. They've only been together for 7 months. You can't tell just yet.
7 months is enough time.
No,
In fact,
no,
you
it's
said
not.
that the honeymoon stage is over in 3 months. You just said that
Exactly.
yesterday.
So she needs more time to really see him in all seasons.
Okay, let me ask you this, Jessica. Just be honest with us. So you said you don't want kids right now. Understandable. You're 25. Okay. 5-year plan. At 30, do you want kids at 30?
I don't know. I can't honestly answer that. As of right now, I can't see myself having kids just yet. I have a life to live, and I just wanted to share that with him.
I'm going to be honest. Everything is going to be fine. I get that you think that this is the relationship that you want, but it's probably not if we don't have the same objectives. And I don't want to wait. And I get where you are. I respect where you are, but I don't want to wait for years. I know what I want in my life, and I'm sorry. You can find someone else just to date, but I am dating with a purpose.
Interesting. I like
Ooh,
him.
child. I'm dating with a
He's-
purpose too, but I'm not dating to have kids right away. Like nobody thinks
But he
about-
is. And so if you're not on the same page, bye. There's
I
nothing
get
wrong
it.
with that.
I guess, but like I just feel like he could have just I don't know. I feel like
Waited
that's
for
too
10
much.
years to see
Not
if she
10
changes her
years. I mean,
mind.
they've only been dating for 7 months. Like that's crazy to me. You want to have a baby with somebody after 7 months?
You know, if this was a girl and she was saying, well, I want to have kids and you don't want to have kids.
In 7 months, I'd say she's crazy too.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Why? You don't know that person like that.
Whose side are you on whenever it comes to this? I actually like Anthony. I think he was very direct. He knows what he wants, and he says, hey, this is what I want. He gave it 3 more months. You know, they've talked about it on and off. She was the one that called us saying that she was ghosted. He said, no, we talked about this. I dumped you because I want kids, you don't.
I just feel like he could have waited a little longer.
Your thoughts, 866-639-4689. Go ahead, call us up. And have you ever broken up with someone because they didn't want kids and you did?
I don't know. I feel like that's always like lately guys have asked that question because I don't have kids. Like, do you want them?
So you're feeling, pressure. Hang on just a second. You're going to be our first person. Hi, good morning. Hang on. We've got 1 call ahead of you. Stand by. Hey, good morning. We've got 2 calls ahead of you. Stand by, Marie. We got a lot of people agreeing with him. Boy, some big answers coming in, too. Hey, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Sonia from Greenville.
Sonia, what are your thoughts?
See, that's how deadbeat mamas and daddies come along. That's why parents aren't together nowadays. He want to hurry up, have a baby. He don't know what signs, what symptoms. He don't know what chromosomes. He don't know how she is, if she's capable of taking care of a child, anything. That's why no parents are together now.
No, that's not correct.
Facts.
See, here's the thing.
Facts. Wanting to rush into things.
Yes.
Like I don't trust anybody that wants to rush into friendship, relationships, and
Right.
having babies.
He's not
Hell
wanting to
no.
rush into it. He was
Yes.
saying specifically, he said, I don't want him now. I'm just saying I want someone that wants them eventually, and she
But he
couldn't
don't
commit
wanna-
to that.
He doesn't.
You
They don't know
wanna
each
date
other.
her to find out how she is to
They dated for
it's
7
like
months.
he don't care. It's like, you don't want to have a baby? Okay, next. Oh, you want to have a baby? Okay, let me find
Do
out.
you
about
see that in your future? Are we on the same side? You know what I mean? These are some of the questions you got to know. You know, like once you start talking to someone, hey, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? Oh, well, you know what? We don't match very well. Bye.
But that doesn't mean you can't be together just because you have opposite
Right.
views.
So there's a
But-
lot of people that break things
But
off.
my
because of
thing
that.
is this: you can't never like I tell people. They ask me, "Do you want to have kids?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know yet because I haven't been with someone to make me want to have their children."
Interesting.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you for your call.
Bye.
She wrong. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Brittany. I'm calling from Greenville.
Brittany, this is a really hot topic, apparently. So what are your thoughts whenever it comes to this? Which side are you on?
Well, I have 2 stories for you. I'm going to keep it real short.
Sure.
So one for Barbie T, and I've got one for you. So Barbie T, you're talking about 7 months is too soon. My husband's father met his wife, and in 2 weeks he proposed to her, and they have been together ever since. They have 3 beautiful children together, and I am married to their only son.
Wow.
Now, my story for you, Dex, is I don't really know where I stand with the subject because I fall in her line. I dated my husband for 7 years before we got married. We got married at the 7-year mark. I did not want kids. I didn't want kids all the way up to 7 years. We get married. Honeymoon night, pretty much the night of our honeymoon, he's like, I really want a baby. Can I
put one
we have
in
a
you?
baby?
Okay.
Can we make a baby?
That night?
I'm like, we just got married. Yeah, I'm like, we just got married. I mean, can we enjoy ourselves? He's like, we've been together for 6 years. He was like, if now's the time, we're going to be 30. So I was like, you know what? You married me. You made a huge commitment. You're putting up with my ass for the rest of your life. I feel so bad for you. So, yes, I will give you a baby.
And-
I cannot imagine not having my child now. She is 10 months old, and she is God's blessing to this earth. I love her so much, and if he would not have stuck with me and given me that chance, I would not have had my eyes opened and realized that I could not imagine my life without her.
Thank you for
exactly.
your call.
Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. 7 years
You're
versus
welcome. Have a
7
great day,
months.
guys.
Okay, first you missed her first story.
But it doesn't matter.
Dr. Oh, really? Her first story doesn't matter. Dr. Marie, what's going on?
I just feel like why should he have to wait for her?
Mm.
If he can respect the fact that she don't want kids, why can't she respect the fact that he do?
Yeah.
And she need to be popped upside the back of her head because she wasted our ghosted. She did not get ghosted. She got dumped and was mad because she got dumped.
Mm.
So, Dr. Marie, your son comes and tells you, Mom, I've been dating this girl for 7 months. I want to have a baby.
That's totally different.
No, it's not.
It's
no,
totally
it's
different.
not.
No.
It's totally different.
Okay, the difference is, okay, he said that he was older than her. We don't know how much older than her.
32.
Let's
He's
just say
32. She's
32,
25.
30. Okay, so in 5 years, he's going to be 37. What if she decides not to have a baby in 5 years? Then he got to take another year to get himself back together because he just wasted 5 years of his life with somebody who he knew didn't want what he wanted. So after that, he got to find somebody else. Then spend 2 more years with them before they even think about having a child. Why waste my time? She need to poof, be gone.
Thank you, Dr. Marie.
All right, 7 months. Now, if
He
I
don't want no
start
baby
dating
today.
somebody and I be like, y'all, I want to have a baby at 7 months, y'all gonna be like, Barbara, you crazy? Don't do that.
No. He
I'll
said
be
he
shocked
don't
too.
want a baby today, but he wants somebody that's on the same page as him.
He's very respectful, too. Thank you very much, Dr. Marie. He was very direct in our ghosting. I've never seen someone get right to it, and he was like, listen, this is what happened. He was almost like a psychologist or something like that.
Yeah, he was on it.
Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Hey,
There you are. Sorry.
Hi there.
All right, good morning. Go ahead.
Joyce.
Yeah, and y'all know it's me.
Go ahead, Joyce.
You know, honestly, I go with the man. He was straightforward. He was honest. He said what he wanted. Boom, simple, straight to the point. She's 25, and you telling me at 25, if you don't want kids, the only thing she had to say is, no, I don't want children. Period. And then I noticed that when it's on women, and then it's like, this is what I want, and this is what I want in a relationship, okay, but as soon as a man says this is what they want, straight up and to the point, and be honest, there's an issue. No, I know what to do.
Yep, exactly.
I'm not saying that it's wrong that he wants what he wants. I'm just saying it's 7 months. You can't expect this girl to be like, yes, I want to have your baby.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying that, but when you get to that certain age, you're in between 25, almost 30 years old, you know if you want kids or not. Straight to the point.
And we should all be applauding this man because he knows about communicating what he wants. A lot of guys don't even know how to communicate what they want. And these girls later down the road, they're like, oh, these men ain't ass. You know, they don't communicate what they want, blah, blah, blah. He just wanted a booty hole.
Right.
Whoa.
Right. And he was honest. He told the truth. He said what he wanted, his expectations. He was honest with her.
Yep.
The only thing she had to say is yes or no. No, I don't want kids. It's going to be about me, and it's okay.
Thank
she
you.
wants to be about herself.
Thank you, Joyce. Smart woman, as always.
Ooh,
Whew, I like her.
I
All
like
right,
my freedom.
let's go. So many comments, guys. Let's try to get to as many of these. I'm seeing it on Twitch, too. You guys are rocking it there. He was so respectful. They aren't on the same dating path. That's okay. She'll find someone. He's serious. She's playing around. One person was saying facts to that. Send him my way. Bam. Look at that.
My now fiance and I were together for 8 months before we decided to have a baby. We were 25. I am now having our second son in 2 months. It happens, and people know what they want. They do. Jeannie Mai, when she got remarried to Jeezy, and she ended up pregnant, everybody was like, but you said you didn't want kids. She was like, I did, but I was never in that safe place with the man. Her ex-husband never gave her that safe place to feel like it was going to be okay for her to have a baby. And I totally feel that. Like, that's a lot. Having a baby is a lot. You just,
That's
like,
fine.
7 months, though?
Right.
No, I could never.
But if you're shutting it down completely, and this guy
I don't think she shut it down completely. I think she said, I don't
I said
right
to her,
now.
Did you not hear me say it,
She
though? I was
said,
like,
I don't
5-year
want-
plan. 5-year plan. What's going to happen? You're 25 right now. What happens at 30? Would you think that you'd be more open-minded to that?
But-
and she didn't answer that.
But this
That's
is
a
the
no.
thing. At 30, past 30, you can still have kids. You can still have kids at 32, 34, 35.
Sure.
Well, I had a friend who had a baby at 39, her first kid.
Right.
It's okay. I feel like society is putting this pressure constantly on women to, you got to hurry up and have a baby, got to get into a relationship, got to get married. You
Again,
gotta,
we're
like,
not
no.
debating when to have the baby. We're not debating on what she wanted. We at
But
this
I'm
point,
saying-
he wanted it, and they were not on the same page. So he needed to go. He needed to fly.
Right. He's right. But I just feel like in 7 months, it's crazy. Crazy as hell. Kinda me talking about a baby at
He
7
sounded like
months.
he wanted a baby next year. Well, not. You okay over there?
He did. He definitely did. That's why I got on my auntie shirt. I know my place in life.
Oh, these phones are blowing up. Did you see Dr. Marie got put in Facebook jail again?
Already?
Yeah.
We just started.
Yep. And you know what? That topic about the kids running in front of, why would you want a kid right now? Running in front of trucks to try to get them to stop before they hit them.
Look at Jenny Mai. She missed the one. Then wanted kids. Long story short, she's saying he ain't the one. Exactly, Raven. I don't. Who changes their mind about having a baby in their 40s? A lot of people. I don't think, Princess. I don't think that was the
I
case.
think,
Not a
yeah.
paycheck and a ring. Like,
I think a lot of
she
people
went
change their
into-
mind.
She went into depth about how her ex-husband made her feel. She felt like it wasn't safe for her to have a baby. Like, she didn't feel like it. Like, no, and I totally get that. Because having a baby is a lot, and you
Hold
got to
on,
make
Jay.
sure that person gonna take care of you and that kid.
Man, these phones are still blowing up.
I like my freedom when I can get up and just go and don't have to look for a babysitter or share my money. Just saying, Larry, I feel you on that. Selfish AF, and I do not mind.
And that's fine. You can live that life. And he didn't have a problem with that. He was totally fine with it. It's
Yes,
just that's not what he wanted.
you can enjoy them more when you're younger to keep up with them. See, yeah, I mean, I like my naps, and if your nap schedule ain't on my nap schedule, we're gonna have a problem.
It's okay. All right, perfect. Do I have enough time? I think I got all of this edited. Lately, I've been feeling like I edited something, and I'm like, that sounded still loose.
Good
Sorry,
morning,
radio jargon.
Renee. She doesn't even know if she wants kids. I feel like that's something you should know. You may not. No, you don't know
Hang on.
if you want kids.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? Hello? Okay. I'm with
I love
Dex.
kids. I love children. I'm great with kids. But to have that shit all day, woo!
You are very, you know what you want. You do not want kids right now.
Right now, I mean, eventually one day. But I did say if I didn't have them by a certain age.
Not going to have them.
I'm not-
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This Hey Girl.
Hey, girl, real quick. Go ahead.
All right, my parents were married for 8 years before they had me. Now, keep in mind, my dad did not want kids. My mama did want kids, but she still stuck around and was patient with him for 8 years before they had me. Now, granted, they were only together for 6 months before they got married, but you still got to learn to love somebody before you can love that child. Because do you know how many children are born that look just like they baby daddies, and they don't get the love and appreciation just because they look like they baby daddies?
That's sad.
And it's sad.
Interesting. Okay. And did they plan on having you? Like they were like, okay, now it's the time to have the baby.
No, not really. My mom just kind of was like, "Well, Lewis, we're pregnant," and he said, "Well, I guess it's time. We've been married for 8 years, and they've been married almost 6 years now."
Yeah, if you don't want no kids, y'all need to be shooting up the club.
Thank you. Thank you. What? Shooting up the club?
Yeah. What? Exploding in the club.
Oh, sorry. Took me a minute. I got too many mouses. Yo, this has become like a crazy debate here in the studio. We are on live on the Hot Facebook page. People are debating it there. This guy was very direct. He knows what he wants. I am on his side. I thought he was very respectful. He said,
was.
7 months into this relationship, we've talked about it. I know what I want for my future. I want to have a family. I want to raise a kid. I want to have a kid. And she doesn't. And he said, that's okay that she doesn't want that. But since we're we're not on the same page. I gotta go. Bye.
She doesn't see that in her future right now, in the moment. And they've only been dating for 7 months. How do you know you want a kid with this person?
If a guy said, I don't know, not right now, I'm just blah, 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 I can't tell you how many girls have probably heard that. And then 10 years down the road, what happens? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for him. I can't tell you how many times.
7 months versus years is totally different.
Your thoughts this morning. Call us up, 866-639-4689. Go ahead. You have 2 stories.
Well, I have 2 stories for you. I'm going to keep it real short.
Sure.
So one for Barbie T, and I've got one for you. So Barbie T, you're talking about 7 months is too soon. My husband's father met his wife, and in 2 weeks he proposed to her, and they have been together ever since. They have 3 beautiful children together, and I am married to their only son.
Wow.
Now, my story for you, Dex, is I don't really know where I stand with the subject because I fall in her line. I dated my husband for 7 years before we got married. We got married at the 7-year mark. I did not want kids. I didn't want kids all the way up to 7 years. We get married. Honeymoon night, pretty much the night of our honeymoon, he's like, I really want a baby. Can I
put one in you?
Okay. Can we make a baby?
That night?
I'm like, we just got married. Yeah, I'm like, we just got married. I mean, can we enjoy ourselves? He's like, we've been together for 6 years. He was like, if now's the time, we're going to be 30. So I was like, you know what? You married me. You made a huge commitment. You're putting up with my ass for the rest of your life. I feel so bad for you. So, yes, I will give you a baby. I cannot imagine not having my child now. She is 10 months old, and she is God's blessing to this earth. I love her so much, and if he would not have stuck with me and given me that chance, I would not have had my eyes opened and realized
that she was happy with having a kid.
That's
I
lovely.
get
love
that. Sure, and that's great, and he stuck with it. This guy wants kids, and he just said, no, I'm out.
I just feel like they got to know each other more than 7 months to figure out if you even want kids with that person. Wanting kids in general is totally different because somebody could not want kids at all, but then they meet someone, they're like, you know what? I want to have this person's baby.
He said he was dating with a purpose. 7 months is enough to know that she don't want kids.
Okay.
How about that? Wait, is this Kimberly? No, this is Joyce. Go ahead, Joyce.
You know, honestly, I go with the man. He was straightforward. He was honest. He said what he wanted. Boom, simple, straight to the point. She's 25, and you telling me at 25, if you don't want kids, the only thing she had to say is, no, I don't want children. Period. And then I noticed that when it's on women, and then it's like, this is what I want, and this is what I want in a relationship, okay, but as soon as a man says this is what they want, straight up and to the point, and be honest, there's an issue. No, I know what to do.
Yep, and we should all be applauding this man because he knows about communicating what he wants. A lot of guys don't even know how to communicate what they want, and these girls later down the road, they're like, oh, these men ain't ass. You know, they don't communicate what they want, blah, blah, blah. He just wanted a booty hole.
Whoa.
Right, and he was honest. He told the truth. He said what he wanted, his expectations. He was honest with her.
Yep.
Only thing she had to say is yes or no. No, I don't want kids. It's going to be about me, and it's okay.
Boom. Communication is key in relationships.
Yes,
Thank you for your calls. You're welcome to join the show, 866-639-4689. We are going to be changing it up here in just about 7 minutes. Back to the whole ghosting a job. Have you ghosted a job and why? What was that red flag that you were like, You know, we just talked about how there is a huge trend whenever it comes to employers. They're seeing that people are it's called job flipping, where they'll work in a place for a day, 2. They see a red flag and they're like, bye. See ya. Okay. People's goals change. Nope, that is very true. I get it. Good morning. Hang on just a second. Hi, good morning. We've got one call ahead of you. Stand by. Woo-wee, what a day. Hey, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Nakia, I'm calling from Greenville. Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead. What are your thoughts whenever it comes to this real quick?
So I was calling about the ghosting a job.
Yes.
I've ghosted a job before because it was my first day cleaning job in some apartments and the rent office and everything. The thing is, they didn't really have much cleaning supplies, and they did not have any gloves for me to use to clean the bathrooms and stuff. and I was not okay with that because I don't even clean my own bathroom when it was.
Right.
So I quit.
Yeah, don't be a
Ugh.
fool.
I-
Wrap your tool, even if it is your hand.
Yes, I said, nah, I need gloves. And they was just like, well, we don't have any. I said, well, can I go get my own lunch break? And then they just was not okay with it. I'm like, who wanna clean somebody a bathroom, a public bathroom with no gloves? Are y'all crazy?
Oh yeah, I would quit. Yeah.
I get it. Thank you for your call. Thanks for listening. Man, F that job.
I'ma still go though.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Dylan, and I'm calling from Sevier County.
All right, go ahead, Dylan.
We're talking about jobs ghosted.
Yes, ghosting a job or job flipping. Go ahead.
Ghosted a job. I ghosted a job because it's just concrete, and he offered me a job, said he was going to buy a brand new truck to pump, and I quit my previous job before him. I went to work with him for about 3 or 4 months, and this man still ain't bought me a concrete pump. So I just left his company. Didn't say anything to him.
Wow. And so
Yeah.
when he started calling, did you send him to voicemail and block him on Facebook?
Oh Lord, no! I'm the type of person that goes out and I'll tell you how it is. So when he called, I told him exactly what was going on and that I didn't want anything to do with his company. And he
Okay.
still calls me to this day, tries to get me to come back.
Wow.
Tell them buy that truck.
Yeah. Proof is in the pudding. Thank you for your call. Boom. It's a big thing now.
Oh my gosh, Rick, shut up. Rick said my mom didn't want kids. She tried to abort me when I was 9 years old. Good thing I was good at dodging the wire hanger in the first round.
Good gosh, Rick.
Ah!
That escalated so quickly. This is why people get banned on Facebook, all right? Good morning. Well, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh my God.
Hi, this is Christy from Greenville.
Go ahead, Christy.
I actually left, never went back to a job because the guy that it was a delivery job, and they put me with this disgusting guy who took me to his house and showed me to his wife and told me that I was good to go on the job because we were all going to have a threesome.
Oh, damn.
And I had to stay with him the rest of the day. I couldn't walk anywhere. I had to do the rest of the day. And I never came back, and they finally got a hold of me. And I said, that guy's disgusting. I can't believe you let me go with him. He could have raped me or something. And I said, that I'm not coming back. I'm definitely not doing roots with that guy.
That's insane.
Yeah, that'll do it. That
And
will
what
do
kind
it.
of job was this?
A delivery job.
Okay.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
call. Thanks for
Dang.
listening.
All right.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's insane.
What?
Wow.
Oh, no.
And I wonder how often that happens where managers will who are in hiring positions will hire someone simply because they think that they can sleep with them and then start pitching stuff like that. 2 minutes. Golly, that escalated quickly.
Threesomes on the clock. Right. That's like Mr. No Filter said, "Good morning, Barbie T. I got one word on this subject. Bye." Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Good morning, Hot Pat. What's up, Kokethia?
Hey,
See,
Kokethia.
Kokethia is not in Facebook jail. She's on. She's okay. Hobart, threesomes on the clock. Oh, you already read that one.
How did Rick get away with his comment and Marie gets put in jail? It's probably coming. Getting paid to play.
So you are hired on to do a cleaning job, and they say that they don't have the supplies. They don't have a gloves to clean the toilets and stuff like that. You done? You ghosting it?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I'm not even. Mm-mm. I don't. I had to clean a bathroom one time, and that was the last time. Don't do it. I'm not doing it.
Don't do it.
It's disgusting. Public bathrooms? No. Oof. That just gives me nightmares, y'all. It was at Captain D's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was a short time for you too. You had a
Mm.
couple of them. Had to flip a job because the girl.
Girl I was dating at the time didn't like the fact that I didn't have a definite time that I was getting off and wanted to be able to keep up with the time that I got off and count my money.
Shut up. All right, read that comment. Dang.
What? Y'all be doing a lot for these relationships, boy.
Mhm.
Shit. Woo!
Whoa, that's a spicy comment.
It is not for me.
I've never had a threesome on the job, but I've had a twosome on a job. What was the job? All right.
Bank of America telling me they're stealing money from me. Oh my God, I'm poor. I don't want to look at it.
Oh, my card got frozen again. But this time it wasn't like they were just like, "Hey, did you make these fraudulent charges, or this was really you?" And it was because I went and got a protein shake because they're like, "He doesn't do that." All right, so here's what we're talking about this morning. It's called job flipping or ghosting a job, where, as soon as you see a red flag within the first week or so of working, you're like, because
Yep.
there's so many jobs out there. People are doing this in droves.
Absolutely. The first red flag, you're out.
Right. And so we wanted to know. And sometimes it might not even be the job that has a red flag. We're on Facebook Live on the Hot Facebook page. And this one dude said it was because of the girl he was dating.
Yeah, he said I had to flip a job because the girl that I was dating at the time didn't like the fact that I didn't have a definite time that I was getting off, and she wanted to be able to keep up with the time that I got off and count my money.
Good morning. What about you? This is messed up. And I wonder how many managers, people, that do this. Go ahead.
I actually left, never went back to a job because the guy that it was a delivery job, and they put me with this disgusting guy who took me to his house and showed me to his wife and told me that I was good to go on the job because we were all going to have a threesome.
Oh, damn.
And I had to stay with him the rest of the day. I couldn't walk anywhere. I had to do the rest of the day, and I never came back.
Yeah.
That's
probably
scary.
Probably a good call. And can you imagine being stuck on the road with someone like that? That'd be,
Haley said I ghosted a job after getting hired because it was a Jewish daycare and I'm not Jewish, and I got weird vibes from the person hiring me.
Good morning. Go ahead. What about you?
I've ghosted a job before because it was my first day, a cleaning job in some apartments in the rent office and everything. The thing is, they didn't really have much cleaning supplies, and they did not have any gloves for me to use to clean the bathrooms and stuff. I was not okay with that because I don't even clean my own bathroom with no gloves.
Right.
So I quit.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to have those cleaning supplies.
We're also on YouTube streaming live there, and Kimberly, she said that servers do it all the time. Had a girl come in for her first day. This was last week, and manager told her to tuck her shirt in and put her apron on. I mean, that's kind of your thing.
Right.
And put her hair in a ponytail. She went to the bathroom, and then she said that she was going to her car, and then she never came back.
Well,
She clocked in 13 minutes ago. So she made it 13 minutes.
dang, 13 minutes.
I feel like that's a record.
I've gone longer than that.
Right. Like people make it 13 minutes at a job and they're already like, see you. 866-639-4689. I do agree. I feel like the server jobs probably are the easiest one for turnover because, I mean, there's so many out there. Like everybody's looking for a server.
Yeah, they are.
Just walk downtown and go to all these different restaurants. Every single one of them probably has a sign out.
Yep, need help.
Give us a call. Job flipping, or have you ever ghosted a job? Call in now. Dang. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Dex, it's Renee from
Renee.
Knoxville.
Go ahead.
Oh, back when my son was like 6, 7 months old, I worked at the liquor store. I made it 7 different shifts at night and had to end up quitting. The manager, I had to have my husband pick me up for 6 of those shifts, by the way, and take me home that night. The manager kept having us do the wine tasting after the public wine tasting was done. They did it for the public each afternoon, and then he'd make the girls do it too. That way we knew what we were selling. But all of us would end up going home drunk.
But you were pregnant?
No, my son was 6 months old at the time.
Oh,
no,
you were
he
6
was-
months old. I
yeah.
thought you said 6 months old.
Yeah. No. This was when I went back to work after having him.
Mm.
But yeah, I ended up having to have my husband pick me up for 6 out of those 7 shifts that I worked. And I just lived around the corner too, like less than a minute and a half around the corner. But I was afraid to drive.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay.
So I ended up having to quit that one. It was crazy.
Renee, thank you as
Thank
always.
you.
Yeah.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning. This is Rachel from Spartanburg.
Hey, Rachel. Go ahead. What do you got for us?
So I didn't really go to the job. So you guys remember Diner 24 down on Coffee Street, the 24-hour diner that they took forever to build, and then it finally opened up? So I went to work there, and I worked there until November. And actually, I had one customer in there, and I was the only server there. And Tosh Boyd had came in and wanted a cup of coffee. So then the general manager walked in, and he locked the door behind him, and he was like, "That's going to be your last table. We're closing the doors." And they literally closed the restaurant that day, and no explanation, no nothing.
So the job ghosted you.
Yeah, and then let me tell you, so, they are affiliated with Incan Ivy across the street, and they were like, "Do you mind staying and helping us move everything across the street?" I'm like, no, I don't think so. But my last tip, I got a $140 tip from that table, and Tosh took care of me too, so it all worked out.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
That's crazy. I now remember the diner you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Because no one was ever there.
Closed down. Yeah, they just closed down. I mean, we were booming at first like crazy, and then it just died. So,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
bye.
That's what always happens. Listen, this
Because
is
we were
important.
like, is this the money laundering place? Remember that place?
Oh, that's what I said?
Yeah.
I usually say that about that.
Because no one was really there. Like she said, I don't remember seeing it being packed out.
Yeah.
Maybe like a day, maybe the first week, but like no one was ever there.
Interesting. Speaking of money laundering, Doc Antles from Tiger King got arrested by the FBI for money laundering. They said that he laundered about $500,000 in cash. He's the guy that owns the Tiger
Place in South Carolina.
In Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
And did you see our good friends? I love them so much. The Chrisleys.
Oh yeah, that blew up. Right. So what happened?
They were found guilty.
Let me get this call. Yeah, they didn't just get arrested. They were found guilty. Good morning. Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This Hey Girl again.
What do you got for us real quick?
All right. I ghosted a job one time because I was working the front door at a strip club. I was the girl checking the IDs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was complaining to one of the strippers. I was like, man, I'm not making any tips. You know what I'm saying? And even though I was wearing low-cut stuff and I got big tatas, one of the girls goes, "Oh, well, if you'll just sleep with some of the members, you'll make more money." Oh, I was not ever going back.
Shut up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was horrible.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I would just draw the line and be like, just log into my OnlyFans.
Exactly.
Well,
Why do you think I started it?
Okay. Okay. Yep. Thank you. To me though, I mean, like if you're okay with working at the strip club and a girl says something like that to you, then you're just like, oh yeah, I'm not going to sleep with anyone to get tips or anything like that, and just go about your way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like if she was saying you need to sleep with this person, then I would be like, all right, I'm out. Bye. Did I see that correctly? Someone said 30 years. They're looking at 30 years in prison?
30 years.
So what is it that they got arrested for?
Tax evasion.
Tax evasion. Good gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta make sure I get my P's and Q's done on my taxes. I got audited this past year. Yeah. Yeah, because they didn't believe I had solar panels on one of my properties. Goes to the job. Whoops. Fraud. Okay. Goes to the job. When they made me clock out to use the bathroom every time, I would sit.
What?
Okay, because there was no work or customers and no women. Tax fraud. Okay, and no women were allowed in the stock room. Only men. So I dipped.
I ghosted a job years ago. I walked to the door, turned around, and went back to my car and called in. They called me 2 weeks later asking if I still wanted my job. I haven't seen y'all in 2 weeks. Why did you ghost them?
Dex, you don't know my name? Of course I know your name, Marie. What are you talking about?
You don't know my
Oh, I saw that comment. Oh, she put the same comment that Renee did. I saw that on Hot 104.5.
See what y'all done started? Do you want kids in 5 years?
People are sending you messages?
Mm-hmm.
Bam, they got to get on the same page.
Chad.
Who wants kids?
That's a chap.
Raise your hands. or clap or hearts.
If I meet a man to make me feel safe enough to have his baby in 5 years, then I will. If not, no.
So in 5 years, so you're giving yourself 5 years.
Oh God.
At the end of that 5 years,
Oh God.
let's get real.
That's a little too real.
So in 5 years, you
Mhm.
haven't found that man to
I
make
said
you
that 5 years ago. Actually.
We've been doing this show for 5 years. So right around when I started with you?
Yeah, I said, if I meet, I would want. If I don't have kids within 5 years, I'm not having them.
Dang.
So.
Dang. I'll wait for grandbabies.
My mom
well,
is
yeah, you have
impressing
kids.
me. She's like, I don't have kids if you don't want them.
Right.
She's like,
Dang.
we got Kingston, Missouri, Nazir. Like those kids, Kingston's good.
Well,
like
as soon as Kingston was born, I bet you that took the pressure off of you.
no, it did not.
Really?
I'm the older sister.
Uh,
Everything falls on me. Like,
let's see.
but I mean, yeah, I don't have to have kids. Yeah, I know my family isn't like stressing. My grandma might want one, but
Was it? I was just reading that comment. I said I didn't want kids, but I have one now, and that was about a year when I said it, and didn't want one. Oh, but you said that the experience was amazing, though, as being a mom. Ghosted another job because 4 of the 5 years they was trying to get me fired. Ugh. I called my cousin. Man, these comments keep coming up, and I can't. I start reading, and then I miss it.
good morning.
I called my cousin in the front.
Being the oldest sucks. They expect you to do everything first. Oh no, they know that I was not going to be the first one to have a kid
Nice. Good for you, Kevin. I like that story.
or get married. But then again, I mean, my sister's single now, so neither one of us are rushing to get to the altar.
Jared. How old are you? 22, 23? 24. All right.
Don't do it, Jared.
Do you want kids? Do you want kids in 5 years?
No.
Jared's like, I can't afford kids right now.
Exactly. We can't afford kids,
Listen,
Jared.
Listen, you guys got to understand this, okay? You are never going to be ready for kids.
And I understand that.
Okay? You're always
The
going to
text
say.
that text that Bank of America just sent me just reminded me, why the hell would you want some chaps? Why? You can't afford it, bro. Why is you trying to have a baby?
Oh.
Like, no.
Thanks a lot, Bank of America. Jeez, ruin people's family and dreams.
No. Because at the end of the day, as a woman, you have to be secure 2 times. And I say that because a man is free to leave whenever. You know what I'm saying? It usually most of the time falls back on the woman. A man is free to do whatever. He can leave and you be stuck. So you need to make sure your income is doubled and to where you can have and support that by yourself if need be.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me personally. Y'all can do what you want.
Oh, listen to you. I'm not saying, well, yeah, what about adoption? Well, that's a no. Okay.
Not a no. Not a no. Not a no. But I will say, I don't know. I've always thought of that. Like, oh my God, I wanted to adopt a kid. But when you really know the processes and stuff like that, and then like dealing with an older child versus a newborn.
Right.
Whew,
Right.
I'd really have to go like, nah. I would like to if I had to.
Couple of things real quick before we hop off our live, because we got one more song that I think we're going to hop off. So, one, we talked about this story in the 6 o'clock hour. There is a girl who successfully, well, I'll tell you from the beginning. She ended up falling in love with this guy, or maybe she didn't. Maybe she was just horny. I don't know. But she ended up having sex with him in his car. Well, they did not use a condom, and she ended up getting an STD. So what does she do? She sues Geico because it happened in his car, and his car insurance was Geico, and so she wanted a claim, and she said, listen, this is a pretty big STD. I've got to pay for medical bills and all that kind of stuff. Geico needs to cover me. I will settle out of court for $1 million if you guys are willing to settle. They laughed it off, and they said, whatever. The
Mhm.
lawyers thought it was a frivolous lawsuit. They didn't even give her any kind of like attention. Well, that's where they messed up because they didn't send any lawyers to the hearing. And when the judge started, the case, since the lawyers weren't there for Geico, the judge had to rule that they did not put up a defense. And so the judge ended up awarding her $5.2 million in the lawsuit from
$5 million.
Geico.
I love that for her.
$5 million. She successfully sued a car insurance company for $5 million because she got an STD in that car. How insane is that story?
I think it's amazing.
Right? Who's Sagittarius? I'm actually the
It's
Sagittarius.
so many people that have gotten STDs in cars now that they should go sue the insurance companies.
Listen to you. She's still burned, though. That's messed up.
But she's $5 million burnt coot.
All right, fam. That's going to wrap it up for us. We're still on the show, of course. If you haven't added us on TikTok, help us out. Make sure you go over to TikTok, Dex and Barbie T, and give us a follow there as well. Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you a little bit later.